Yo, today we'll be looking at Retekess TR110. This is a wide frequency radio receiver that was sent to me by Retekess themselves, so this is kind of the first time I actually received something to review from a company, so kind of exciting. I believe it was released last year sometime. It'll do FM, it'll do WM, SW, air, CB, VHF, UHF, and some portions of the ham band. So kind of cool little radio. Let's get right into the body of it. It is a soft plastic little belt clip back here. The battery pack comes out like such. It is running on a BL5C. Just kind of slaps in there like that. And it is USB-C charged, which is kind of cool. Here's your little tune button right here. You got your band selector, your mode, your memo, steps. You can lock your buttons out if you want to, and then your set, your volume, and then your tune. And the tune also functions as a scan. So to scan, you just hold down or up or down. Pretty good speaker. And your antenna. This front portion is very, very, very skinny. Like probably 0.07, like a pencil lead almost. So be aware of that it could easily bend and snap. Guesstimating it's about a 24-inch antenna when it's fully extended. Let's just go ahead and take that off. And let's turn this thing on. I'm going to go to band. Right here we are on the 30 megahertz area. If we go to tune, so that clicking that you're hearing is obviously the cycle of it going through the actual frequencies as we're scanning. Let's change modes. VHF, your 174 megahertz area. VHF again. UHF. There's upper sideband. There we go. There's NOAA. Good old NOAA. And that volume right there is set to its minimum on the headphone jack. So let's go all the way.
For Monday, October 28th. Across north central Montana and west of the Continental Divide. At the Helen Regional Airport.
So again, that is on its low setting of the volume.
Temperature of 44. However, the sky was clear and it was 40 degrees. At Cut Bank, it was partly cloudy and the temperature was 34.
It's got a pretty decent speaker on it, built into it, which is nice. And the buttons are fairly easy to press. As a comparison, we can compare it to GP7 SSB by Countycom. Now, there is a major price difference here on these two radios. The GP7 SSB comes in at a whopping $99, but it's also, I believe it's also made in the US. The GP7 though is USB micro charged, and then the antenna on the GP7 is about 28 inches, guesstimating. So both radios show temperature, which is kind of cool. That's ambient temperature, so you can probably see there. That shows ambient temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. There's your time, battery indicator, and you can see that the button layout is definitely more fine-tuned. This radio, though, does not do a lot of the VHF, UHF portions. This is more of upper sideband, some airwave, and lower sideband. It does not do weather either, so it's more selective on what you get out of it. However, the Retekess does a lot more for a lot cheaper, so kind of take that into consideration if you are looking at one of the two radios. They are very similar, but at the same time, it's kind of apples to oranges of what this radio can receive. Has a lot more than what this one can. So I hope that Countycom comes out with a GP8 or whatever, and that it does include a lot more different bands to kind of stay up with what the Retekess does. I also hope that they implement USB-C charging. The battery on the Countycom radio is the same battery of what you're going to get in the Retekess, which is kind of cool. Up here on the top you have your headphone that we were just plugged into earlier, and then you have your antenna, external antenna connection. So you could, if you want to, take a jack antenna and make your own or buy one. The Countycom does the same as well. So you've got your headphones there, obviously, and then you have your external antenna. The Counticom does come with a external antenna. The Retekess, I believe, also does temperature. It looks like we're showing in Celsius because my room is not 22.5 degrees. But you also got your battery indicator. One thing I've noticed though is that the Counticom stays on display at the time, the temperature, the indicator. The Retekess turns off, and then you tap power to see the time and temperature. So that is a difference there. Overall, pretty impressive little radio. I do like the size factor. It is very small, probably what, half an inch thick, and maybe 3.5 tall by 2.5 wide. So it would be a great pocket radio. Let's go over what comes with the Retekess. A little baggie, instruction booklet, some headphones, USB-A to USB-C charger, or cable, not charger, lanyard. So again, that is the Retekess TR110. I believe that they have a few newer models out now, but for the price range of this radio, it's not a bad buy. If you were to be interested in one, I will post a link in the description below. It will be a affiliated link, just FYI. So anyway, so check out the Retekess TR110 and let me know your thoughts on it. Anyways, thanks for your time. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.